All right, welcome Chantal. It's good to see you today. Now, today we're going to take you through some pre-exercise screening tools. This is just to make sure that you're okay to exercise. So first of all, we're going to do the first screening tool. So what I need to ask you is your date of birth.
30th of the 9th, 77.
Excellent, thank you very much. And you're female, and today's date. All right, just question one. Has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
No. Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest at rest or during physical activity or exercise?
No.
Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity, exercise that cause you to lose balance?
No.
Wonderful. Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months? No. Wonderful. If you have diabetes type 1 or 2, have you had trouble controlling your blood glucose in the last 3 months?
No.
No. So you've got no diabetes type 1 or 2?
No.
No. Excellent. Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone or joint problems that you have been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity or exercise?
No.
No. Excellent, thank you. And last question, do you have any other medical conditions that may make it dangerous for you to participate in physical activity or exercise?
Not that I know.
No? Excellent. All right, so you've answered no to all of our questions today. Therefore, if you've got no other concerns about your health, you may proceed to undertake light to moderate intensity physical activity or exercise. And I just need you to sign down the bottom here just to say that I believe that you have, to the best of your knowledge, given me the information you've supplied is all correct. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chantal. Well, that's wonderful. All right, so you can now go ahead with light to moderate intensity physical activity. Do you know what that might entail to start with? Do you know what light to moderate exercise would be?
Probably about 30 to 40 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Probably five or so days a week.
I'll just give you a quick overview here, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more lately. Yeah, absolutely. So light to moderate activity. So it's an aerobic activity that does not cause a noticeable change in your breathing rate, an intensity that can be sustained for at least 60 minutes. So as you said, walking would be a good example of that. You're still able to keep a conversation while you're walking, and you can do 60 minutes quite comfortably. So if you look at the heart rate, that's also going from about 40 to 70% of your heart rate maximum.
Mm-hmm.
And also just remembering it's very light to moderate, so it's not a type of exercise that you would find yourself completely out of breath. So that's where you're able to start with your exercise, but we are going to go straight into stage 2 of our screening tool. So we're just going to get a little bit more information about you so that we can tailor a program that suits you, your needs and your wants. It's very exciting.
It is.
All right, Chantal. So we've got your date of birth, the 30th of the 9th, 1977. Is that correct?
Yeah, don't say it too many times.
Okay. So that makes you 30, is that 37?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. And you're female. Wonderful. All right. Do you have any family history of heart disease, stroke or heart attack?
Yeah, Mum.
You do, your mother? Okay. And how old was your mother? What did she suffer?
Heart attack.
A heart attack?
61.
And how old was she? 61? Okay, so if you look over here, that does give you one risk factor because it's female, so you're a female and your mother is a female and she was under 65, so that gives you one risk. Do you smoke cigarettes on a daily basis or weekly basis, or have you quit smoking in the last 6 months?
No.
No. Wonderful. And how would you describe your current physical activity or exercise levels? How often, for example, per week would you say that you exercise?
Yeah, about 5 days a week.
About 5? Excellent, that's very good. And for about how long would you exercise for?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. And would that be about a moderate intensity?
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, so if we look over here, because what we're going to do is 5 times 30, so that's 150. So the good thing is, because you do that much exercise, because you do 150 minutes a week or more, you actually get a -1 on your risk factor. So the good thing is your risk factor that you've been given up here because of your mum's heart attack, that gets taken away because of the physical activity that you do. So that's good. So that takes that one away. And how many centimetres tall are you?
About 165, 167.
165, 167. We'll go 167. And how many kilograms do you weigh at the moment? Not the nicest question, but 68. That's wonderful. All right, so I'm just going to calculate your BMI. So what I have to do for calculating the BMI, we do the meters squared. So that's 1.67 times 1.67. That gives us 2.7889. And 68 kilos. Times that. So that gives you a BMI of about 24. So that's good. So that's in a healthy range. It's just at the top of the healthy range. So you don't get any risk factors for that. So a BMI of 24. Have you been told that you have high blood pressure?
No.
No. Wonderful. Have you been told that you have high cholesterol?
No.
No. Have you been told that you have high blood sugar?
No.
No. Wonderful. All right. So the wonderful news is you have no risk factors. So that's fantastic. All right. So we're just going to ask you a couple more questions of this stage too. Have you spent time in hospital, including day admission, for any medical condition, illness, injury during the last 12 months?
Yep, I had a C-section 10 months ago. Baby's 10 months.
Excellent. So you had a C-section.
Mm-hmm.
And was there any complications with the C-section? Everything went well? And did your obstetrician at your 6-week checkup, did he say it's safe for you to do exercise again?
Yep.
Excellent. Well, that should be fine. All right. Are you currently taking any prescribed medications for any medical conditions?
No.
No. Wonderful. Are you pregnant or have you given birth within the last 12 months? Yes, you had 10 months ago. Very good, but you've had no complications and your obstetrician has said it's fine to start exercising. Do you have any muscle, bone or joint pain or soreness that is made worse by particular types of exercise? All right, so a little bit, do you have any muscle or joint soreness?
Just lower back.
A little bit of lower back?
Yeah, I see a chiro for that.
Okay, and is there anything that the health professional has suggested you avoid in your exercise because of your weak back?
Probably the sit-ups.
Probably sit-ups?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine, because I'm sure that we can come up with some other alternatives, such as planks or other things that won't put so much pressure on your back. And at any time when we're doing our exercise together, if you start to get pain in your back, make sure you just let us know. It's noisy in this gym. All right, so we have given, you've got no risk factors here. So if we look over here, you can continue to do your light to moderate exercise. And that's great that you haven't got any risk. So as we said before, I thought I might go into a little bit more detail of what that means. So with your light to moderate, as we said earlier, it's when you're doing an aerobic exercise without any noticeable change in your breathing rate that you can sustain from about 30 to 60 minutes. But also, what I thought I'd quickly go through with you is your maximum heart rate. Now this is 220, take your age. So I quickly have done this one up for you. And your maximum heart rate is 183. So do you have a heart rate monitor at home?
Yeah.
You do? Excellent. So that's what you're looking at. That's your maximum. So you want to be working out between 40 to 70% of that maximum to stay in the light to moderate exercise category. So this is a really good place for you to start. And as we go on with our exercise too, I'm sure we can work our way up to a little bit more vigorous, but that's a really good place to start. And if you have a little look over here, we have a Borg's rating of perceived exertion, the RPE scale. Now, light is 1 to 2 and moderate is 3 to 4. Now, the way we look at this is the category 10 would mean you are going at your absolute hardest and you're in quite a lot of pain and discomfort. So we only want you to work up between 1 to 4 of that maximum RPE. So that's a good place to start. All right, do you have any questions about anything that we've been through so far, Chantal?
No. It's good to see I'm in that medium range. I'm generally at 120 to 150 heart rate.
Oh, excellent.
I'm there.
Fantastic. All righty, we might just take a break now and I'll get you a drink of water.